Today I'm sitting with Dr. Navita Sandhu. She is an emotional health therapist and the founder of Sacred Spaces. She helps people get into a deeper self-awareness of themselves and steers them into connecting more with life and living with more purpose and meaning. So, hi Navita, how are you?
I'm good.
Welcome to the space. I hope with your touch we can get this space into more of a sacred space.
Yeah, I believe everything is a sacred space when the energies are aligned, है ना?
Yes, that is so true.
Yeah.
So Navita, tell us a bit about your background. What is Sacred Space and why did you decide to put your energy into this?
Yeah, this is very interesting, Sonia, because I think we all are looking for something more meaningful, है ना? In life, day in and out, you are going through a lot many things. And it so happens that you get lost. You are a mother, you are your own person also, you're a professional, and life doesn't throw all roses at you. So, सारा कुछ करते करते ना, you come to a point where you are completely lost कि कहाँ हम जा रहे हैं, कैसे कर रहे हैं, and that's when you start finding your own pathway inside. क्योंकि बाहर से सब कुछ इतनी नॉइजेस आ रही होती हैं कि समझ नहीं आ रहा होता कि अंदर क्या चल रहा है, तो वो अंदर को शांत करने के लिए और एक्चुअली कि मैं पर्पसफुली कुछ कर रही हूँ कि नहीं, वो एक बड़ा क्वेश्चन बन जाता है. So when that happens in anybody's life, and it happened with me also. Yes. So my quest to know more about why this is happening and why I'm going through all these things, चाहे वो emotional turmoil हो, चाहे वो health issues हो about your loved ones. So that was taking a toll on me emotionally. Okay. And we all have a journey, and our journey starts way before we realize that we are in this game of life. So it starts with the womb, then your childhood is there. फिर आप एक adult life में आते हो, relations होते हैं, आपकी family बढ़ती है. So वो सब complications में कहीं ना कहीं either you are lost or you're too involved.
Yes.
फिर एक point पे you realize कि you know I really need to find that space which is mine. Yeah, who am I? And to find that, this is very for me it was very interesting because I used to feel I can handle everything.
Okay.
So we all go through that childhood pressures, है ना? चाहे वो पेरेंट्स के हों, चाहे वो सिबलिंग्स के हों, चाहे वो अपने हों. सो एक लेवल पे आपको लगता है कि यू इक्विप योरसेल्फ कि मैं सुपरफिशियली सब कुछ कर सकती हूँ, कर लूंगी. But then comes a time when it hits back कि now everything is spinning out of my control. How do you get back to that space? So उस quest में आप अंदर जाना शुरू करते हो. I wanted to be grounded. So I wanted to find answers. So I started indulging more spiritually into finding that meaning or answers to, my questions. Why life is like this? What might I have done wrong? Or what I could do to make it at least right? वो understanding तो आए ना जैसे चीजें ठीक हो. तो वो उस quest में जाते जाते ये कहीं sacred spaces आ गई. And the journey of going deeper into spirituality started with me becoming a mother. Because when another life comes in your life, you
yes.
हाँ, तो भी आपको लगता है कि जो उसके साथ आप कर रहे हो ना, वो कहीं आपका पीछे से आ रहा है. कहीं आपने जो होल्ड किया हुआ था, कहीं आप जो अपने आप को सोचते हो कि I can manage it, then it hits you back कि you're not able to manage it well. So you start giving it to your kids, which you don't want. And they reflect very badly on you. तो वो हमारे mirrors है ना, तो वो जैसा उनके साथ हो रहा था या जैसे मेरा उनके साथ relationship था right from the younger age. So that got me into it कि नहीं, something is amiss. Though I was considered a very patient person, people used to consider कि नविता जैसे patience होनी चाहिए. इसके मुंह पे भी बोल दो तो she would not mind. But somewhere inside, I was holding on to those grudges. I was just wearing a nice cloak. Okay, I'm patient. I'm not replying back. I'm not giving that reaction. But it was not like this. And it started coming out when I had kids. So I really had to understand who am I? I am not this person. I don't like to be like this. I don't want to treat my kids like this. So the quest started there. So uske kahin usme sacred spaces evolve hua. And as I grew in my practice with Buddhism, and then going through therapies also, understanding कि ये हो क्यों रहा है लाइफ में, कुछ चीजें ऐसी हो जाती हैं कि आपको मीनिंग चाहिए, आपको पर्पस चाहिए, आपको समझना पड़ेगा कि ये क्यों हो रहा है. And the more logical we are, we want more logical answers. So you have to go back and check what is happening. So that was all the quest and starting about it. But yeah, sacred spaces is your own space where you can go inside, you can reflect, you can find answers, and you can heal yourself. And we, in this chaotic world, we don't have that space.
Yes, that is true. Actually, Navita, so many things that you have said, itne sare line of thoughts mere dimag mein aa rahe hain, but one of the things that really is coming to my mind again and again is how this is so reflective of women.
Yes.
And I wouldn't even contain it to Indian women or Asian women. It is women everywhere.
Yeah.
Right from childhood, a woman is brought up in a certain way, which is very different from how a man is brought up. Women are picked on easily. People like to speak very honestly with women, which is sometimes very cruel and mean as well.
Yeah.
And people just are more emboldened in front of a woman to lay their opinions and to talk in a certain way and under the garb of, aapke liye behtari ke liye bol rahe hain, aap kaise adjust karoge. Words like compromise, adjustment, sacrifice are glorified when they are shown in context of women. So I feel like a lot of women, and then of course, as you said, from your childhood this begins, then you become an adult, and it just keeps growing and growing and growing. And one amazing thing that you said was how people kept complimenting you for being patient, which
I was not.
I really relate to that as well, because there is no other way to for us to survive, but we are sort of stuck in survival mode.
Yeah, there you are right, Sonia, because, and you said it right, that woman's composition of biology and emotion is completely different from man. And no discredit to either of them, because apni made up hai, apni roles hai biologically and emotionally also. But I think what went wrong with the woman in terms of is that all the higher wisdoms and virtues are attached to her. She has been made the custodian of it. Patience hai to isi mein honi chahiye, understanding hai to isi mein honi chahiye, compromise hai karna hai to she should lead, sacrifice karna hai to all the eyes are on the woman, mother, daughter, daughter-in-law, hai na? So in all the roles you need to have all the virtues intact, which becomes a little tiring for her.
Yes.
Because by the end of the day, she is her own person. So वो conflict जब शुरू होता है ना, and that's why you will find women going towards spirituality more. Women trying to find their energies more. Women trying to fix things for themselves without any help or even expecting कि कोई आके makeshift arrangement उसके लिए करेगा, नहीं. So the quest is more with the woman, because sense of achievement कहाँ है उसके लिए?
Yeah.
So अगर हम professionally भी देखें, we grow very professionally, we have ambition, and you are a hardcore, go-getter as a woman in your professional capacity, then also you're eyed like, oh, she's very ambitious. She is not the mother type. She is not the homemaker kind. She can't put the marriage together and all that thing. और फिर एक additional pressure भी हो जाता है कि okay, then somewhere the guilt also comes in. No, I have to be a mother also. I have to be a good wife, good daughter. So वो जो good girl syndrome हम attach कर लेते हैं, चाहे वो ambition हो, चाहे कुछ भी हो, वो woman के लिए बहुत taxing है. And that's why she loses her sense of individuality कि मैं हूँ कौन? इतने सारे roles में मैं हूँ कौन? Of course, men also go through the same. I won't say that it is only the woman, but then their sense of achievement is also bestowed by the society.
Yes.
A man who has a complete family, चाहे वो कैसा मर्जी मर्द हो, वो मर्द है.
Yeah, and उनकी participation भी कितने भी level की हो, they just get accreditation for it, so to speak.
No expectations attached there.
Yes.
Rather, more benefit of doubt is given. Oh, he's a busy man.
Yes.
Oh, but he's a good father. He's an absent father, but he's there. He's provider.
Yeah.
But woman needs to do it 24/7 without taking a break.
Yeah, it's actually very true. If I just say a busy dad, that has a very positive connotation to it. But if I say she's a busy mom,
oh God,
that does not have a very good connotation
and
attached to it.
And that does not set with well with us also.
Yes,
na?
It doesn't. We are just so programmed. Our brain is programmed to perceive the same adjective just attached to mom and dad differently, right?
बिल्कुल. So जैसे हमारे genetics DNA में है हमारा, we've taken the male and the female body types. The thought process attached to those DNAs have also been carried forward to us, na? So I might be very well accomplished woman, but my DNA is somewhere telling me, oh my God, you're a woman, you need to address this.
Yes.
क्योंकि वो कहीं ना कहीं चाहे मेरे environment ने नहीं भी डाला, पर thousands of years of conditioning ने तो डाला है.
वो internalize
इतना हो चुका है कि even if you want to come out of it, it becomes you become your own barrier, I would say.
Yes, absolutely.
So
yeah.
उसमें lost होना बहुत easy है, and that's why women you will feel in their different phases of life go through different turmoils. और वो सिर्फ external नहीं होते, external तो है ही है, वो दिखते हैं society में, and we talk about that. Internal turmoils people don't talk about.
Yeah.
And those internal turmoils are coming from upbringing, conditioning, society. Just boxes में हमने roles को divide किए हुए हैं, and expectations from that. And then somewhere she is divided among everything, but she is not able to look for her own self.
Yes, and वो turmoil कई दफा मुझे लगता है कि बहुत subconscious भी होता है.
वो है ही subconscious,
right? Because we are not conscious of it, but it keeps हमारे ऊपर वो layer upon layer वो चलता रहता है, and then we start becoming reactive.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
And then we realize that okay, things are going out of my control.
फिर ये समझ नहीं आती ये आ कहाँ से रहा है.
ये कहाँ
Because
से आ रहा है?
surface पे तो दिख रहा है, oh, good house, good family, good parents, good husband, good kids. Financially everything is good, health wise everything is good, relationship भी ऊपर से सब ठीक ही लगते हैं ना, जब तक आप उसको जाके अपना individual space पे नहीं आप उसको explore करते, तब तक ठीक है. तो what you said कि ये सब consciously है, society भी तो कहती है ना consciously, surface पे तो सब कुछ ठीक है, इसको क्या problem है, क्या turmoil हो सकता है इसको, है ना? So
that's very
that's
true.
the irony of being in the society which puts you into boxes and has a very limited myopic view of existence, I would say.
Yes, that is very true. So as I understand, sacred spaces is a space where you can come and strip yourself of all roles.
Yes.
There is no pressure on you. There is actually it's a discovery of the self.
Absolutely.
Right?
Yeah.
So, okay. So with that knowledge, I know that you deal in different modalities, Navita, and the core among them is hypnotherapy.
Yes.
Now, hypnotherapy is a very popular and trending word these days. मैंने बहुत सुना है reels पे और internet पे और podcast पे people keep talking about hypnotherapy. So I want to know from you, like even psychotherapists use hypnotherapy very commonly in their sessions as well. So tell me, what is exactly hypnotherapy and why are people? I think there are a few myths attached to it. So talk about those as well.
Yeah. So to begin with, Sonia, hypnosis is one phenomena, and I would say it's a very natural phenomena which we all go through. पर हम consciously नहीं aware होते हैं उस बारे में, यहाँ में हम बात नहीं ज्यादा करते हैं. और जहाँ से hypnosis एक public forum में आया, let's say कि जब इस पे काम होना शुरू हुआ, so it became more like कि ये एक exclusive चीज है या ये कुछ लोग कर सकते हैं और ये करेंगे तो वो पता नहीं क्या हो जाएगा. So वो बहुत सारे myths attached हैं which actually prevents people to know more about how they can actually use this tool to do a deeper work, self-work, right? So to begin with, होता क्या है hypnosis, है ना? So this is a very ancient science, I would say. And Buddha himself used this. So if anybody who's known the story of Buddha, he went when he wanted to know the answers of what these four sufferings are, और ये क्या है, birth, death, aging and health crisis, ये suffering कहाँ से आ रही है, यही चार चीजों से. And he was put into a shell of mansions and everything, all goodness shown to him, but he wanted to explore. He went out and he did all the ordeals, but he could not find the answer, right? It was only when he sat in meditation, went inside, that he could go and relive what all he has seen in the previous lifetimes, and he could heal those past lives, come back with the same knowledge, rewiring, rescripting, learning the lessons and applying it here and now, right? So इस सारे process में कहाँ काम हुआ? Subconscious पे काम हुआ. वो एक conscious stream है, subconscious stream है जिसको हम soul भी कहते हैं, जिसको हम mind कहते हैं. Buddhism उसको consciousness कहती है, right? So this is the pure science of it. It is only that this is not explored to a level where it makes more acceptance to the people. और जिस तरह से हुआ तो उसमें myths ज्यादा अटैच होगी कि ये माइंड कंट्रोल है, वीक लोग तो शायद लॉस्ट ही हो जाएं,
Yes.
आप पे एम्पावर हो जाएगा,
आप
तो person
बाहर नहीं आ पाओगे।
बाहर ही नहीं आ पाओगे। अब कहाँ जाओगे कि बाहर नहीं आ पाओगे? All you have to go is within. So people who meditate, they go into hypnosis very often. Often क्या meditation going inside is, getting
Yes.
in touch with your inner layers is hypnosis. By the way, Sonia, it is very interesting that each one of us go into self-hypnosis automatically when we are sleeping.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Okay.
So what happens in a dream state? आपका सबकॉन्शियस काम कर रहा है ना, आपका कॉन्शियस माइंड तो थक गया, आप सो गए,
Okay.
तो आपका सब, अब ये तो नहीं कि यू आर नॉट इन कंट्रोल. समटाइम्स यू आर इन ड्रीम एंड यू नो दिस इज अ ड्रीम, बट स्टिल एवरीथिंग इज प्रोसेसिंग, इमोशंस भी हो रहे हैं, एक्शन भी हो रहा है, लेकिन आपका पार्ट ऑफ माइंड कह रहा है नहीं ड्रीम है, यू विल वेक अप. एंड समटाइम्स वी फोर्स आवरसेल्फ, उठ जाओ ये ड्रीम है. सो वी आर इन दैट स्टेट ऑफ हिप्नोसिस. सो इफ वी कैन वेक अप फ्रॉम द ड्रीम, we can definitely wake up from the clinical setup of hypnosis, which we call hypnotherapy. So ये myth है कि mind control है, मैं control दे दूंगा, weak minded people या weak willed people कहीं खो जाएंगे, कहीं नहीं खोते हैं, you always come back. So we really need to burst these myths around not only hypnotherapy but all modalities. Whether it's hypnotherapy, NLP, EFTs, or even other healing modalities which people are practicing. One important thing is to understand कि ये कोई मैजिक नहीं है. किसी भी तरीके की modality doesn't act as a one quick fix solution to all. Everything leads to yourself. And when you are uncovering yourself, you have to learn to do self work. Right? So वो hypnotherapy हो, चाहे वो NLP हो, चाहे EFT हो, it actually helps you go deeper into your own layers, unlayer certain things, rewire certain patterns, and then start the self work from there. So it's not like एक hypnotherapist है और उसने कोई sessions किए and things are taken care of. No.
Right.
So it's not like that.
So basically, how I see this, what I actually receive from your response is that hypnotherapy is something which is basically an act of courage.
Yes, it is.
Right? Because I think a lot of myths are fear-based.
Yes.
Because if you don't want to be, so if we are so afraid that somebody will control us, basically we are not in control with ourselves. And also, it is a myth that we are in control of anything.
So the fear of losing control is also a fear. है ना?
Yes.
Why should one? So वहाँ देखो, every fear, every layer which is restricting you, which is bringing resistance in your life towards anything in life, is something that needs to be worked upon. शायद वो ही है आपका जो ब्लॉक कर रहा है एनर्जीज कह लो, या ब्लॉक कर रहा है आपका पाथवे टू मूव अहेड टुवर्ड्स सक्सेस, टुवर्ड्स ब्राइटर लाइफ. सो दैट नीड्स टू बी वर्कड अपॉन. सो व्हेन वी टॉक अबाउट मिथ्स, जो फियर है, take it like this कि hypnosis कैसे काम करता है ना? Understand that. It is very important. When we watch a movie, so if you are a Shah Rukh Khan fan, so many of the people watching Shah Rukh Khan on the screen will feel I am Shah Rukh Khan, and they get so much into the movie. That's not their life story, but you go through all the emotions what he is going through. So you'll love like him, you'll feel the heartbreak like him, you'll feel the loss of death ones like him. Or in the theater we've seen बहुत अच्छे लोग जो self controlled होते हैं, they also are crying. So that is hypnosis only.
Yes. Oh, okay.
So it's like watching a movie and you're completely a part of it.
Sure.
So you are not there in your own consciousness that point in time. You're feeling everything what that character is feeling.
Right.
Why? Because you've put your guard so down. आप logically नहीं देख रही है शाहरुख खान को क्यों आ रहा है, फिर क्या हुआ, डेथ तो हो ही जाती है, फिर क्या हुआ, heartbreak. So that reasoning is not happening. You're living his story. So same thing happens to us when we are in that state of hypnosis. Your mind is so relaxed, your body is so deep into calmness and relaxed state that your logical filters, which brings lot of if and but.
Yes, a lot of fear.
Yeah, a lot of fear, a lot of chaotic noises in your own brain that happens. वो एक शांत हो जाती है.
Okay.
So in the process of hypnotherapy, those critical filters, when they go weaker, and the conscious mind, which is by the way only 5% of your mind's capacity that we are using, जब वो slow हो जाता है, तो कहीं जाके जो आपका subconscious mind है वो ऊपर आता है. अब वो आपको फिर वो सारी चीज दिखाता है that where it went wrong, where the story went wrong, what are the hurts you're carrying, what is the healing that needs to take place, what pathways has to be deleted, and what new pathways needs to be made.
Okay.
So it's subconscious level work.
So in that sense, hypnosis and hypnotherapy in itself is definitely an act of courage, because आपके अंदर आपके subconscious mind में जो movie चल रही है, जो असली में आपकी कहानी है, वो जब आपके सामने आती है और आपको पता नहीं है, because I think it stays in this, all our traumas and all our difficulties and challenges, we put them aside in some way or the other because we have to function and survive in the modern world, right? And as adults तो हम लोगों को ये बहुत ज्यादा करना पड़ता है everyday basis पे, because we live in a capitalistic structure जहाँ पे so much is demanded from us and we are actually expected to just work around the clock like machines,
Absolutely.
right? So I think that is why, like, that is probably where the myths are coming from. It's just coming from a lot of fear of not being able to sit with the self, because that is really the hardest thing to do.
So हम sit with the self इसलिए नहीं कर पाते हैं सोनिया, because one, it is very chaotic and we are in the chasing mode always. We're chasing one thing after the other,
Yes.
whether it's material or even spiritual chasing, है ना? तो उसमें बहुत सारी चीजें हैं जहाँ हम आराम से बैठेंगे अपने साथ, तभी बात बनेगी. And take hypnosis again. I am coming back to giving another example for hypnosis कि होता how actually subconscious works. So subconscious, take it like a warehouse. It's a storehouse. जैसे कंप्यूटर का RAM होता है, so the motherboard. So subconscious is like a motherboard. So whatever is happening in your life, whatever experiences, good, bad, किसी ने कुछ बोला और आपने क्या perception बना ली, आपने उससे क्या fear attach कर लिए, आपने उससे क्या beliefs attach कर लिए, whatever has been told to you about yourself, about your relations, about money, everything that goes and it creates a file, stores into the subconscious, creates a file, stores into a subconscious. On the conscious level, whenever I am encountering the same thing again, let's say if it is about self-doubt, है ना? So अगर मुझे बचपन में ये कहा गया हो, you're not good enough, you're not good enough. So वो एक फाइल बन गई है मेरे subconscious में, I'm not good enough, and these people, these situations create a self-doubt in me कि I am not good enough. I will never be able to take on new challenges. No matter how capable I am, क्योंकि the subconscious mind is telling me you're not good enough, you're not good enough. So now I am an adult, मेरे पास degree भी आ गई, I'm getting a good job, but I'm not able to perform, or I'm not able to outperform others.
Right.
Though they may be very mediocre, but I am not getting my due share. तो वो question आ जाता है कि मेरी कैसी किस्मत. But the response that I am not able to probably go all out and give my 100% because some belief in myself, about myself, I'm not good enough. Because that voice keeps playing from the subconscious. So, file open ho jati hai and then, it says, you're not good enough, you're not good enough. So, the fear to hoga na, trigger hoga. Right? So, through the therapies, through the sessions, if we are able to identify कि okay, the issue is of the self-doubt and not of the incapability, I have all the other tools, I have education, I have experience, I have willingness, I am ready to do hard work, but what is stopping me? So if the self-doubt is thing, we go back, we see where it is coming from. It could be a childhood wound, it could be a trauma, it could be anything. And then we start rewiring that experience with a new script. So nothing gets erased, nothing gets deleted. It is just, जैसे हम floppy disk use करते थे, तो उसमें क्या करते थे, हमने नया प्रोग्राम करना होता तो नया over write कर जाता है. So the same happens in the subconscious. You go and you set a new pattern set of new beliefs about yourself, and the old one goes out.
Yeah.
And you start living now with the new experience.
Right.
But it is subtle work. It's not magic.
Absolutely. And it's very daring work as well,
Daring, yeah.
Actually, it is reminding me of this Carl Jung quote that, Carl Jung said that until you make the unconscious conscious, you will keep suffering and keep calling it fate. Something like that.
Yes, absolutely.
That's what
फिर वो destiny की बात करने लग जाते हैं ना. So destiny is nothing but the choices you make. और choices हम बहुत paralytic हो जाते हैं कि जब चॉइस करना चाहते हो आप, बट कुछ अंदर से ही रोक रहा है. अब अंदर से जो रोक रहा है वो हमें पता ही नहीं है, क्योंकि वी आर नॉट अवेयर कि हमारा सबकॉन्शियस इतना पावरफुल है. तो हम एक्सटर्नल ब्लेमिंग और कंप्लेनिंग में मोड में आ जाते हैं. दैट्स अ वेरी यूजुअल पैटर्न वी ऑल गो थ्रू कि इफ I see myself not successful, not doing what I really want to do, I'll blame it on my family. I'll blame it on my kids. I'll say, I being a mother, I don't have a choice. I being a wife, I don't have a choice. But you always have a choice. What is stopping you from accessing that choice is some old patterns, is some your old beliefs about your own self, or the conditioning that society tells you, okay, you're a woman after 30, probably you have kids, now you take care of kids and take a break and then come back to the career. So ये सब आपके आसपास जो वेब ऑफ इंफॉर्मेशन है या वेब ऑफ कंडीशनिंग है, उसको ब्रेक करना तो आपकी चॉइस है ना. So you have a choice either to live with it or go out, do the self work and break it.
Yeah, and I feel like there's a lot of science now and a lot of studies also that are being done on how all these self-limiting beliefs and just living in reaction to things and living just सतह पे रहने से ही काफी सारे health issues भी, you know, we have so many autoimmune disorders and so many health issues that are propping up because of that.
Absolutely. जब आपका self ही weak है, तो आपका body कैसे healthy रहेगा, है ना? So understand that we are not only what the physical body is. अगर physical body होता तो सब mechanical होते, robots होते ना?
Yes.
हम emotions भी हैं, हम emotional being भी हैं, हम energy beings भी हैं.
Yes.
So when people are, especially now because of social media कह लो, या the newer generation which is much more aware, they talk about vibes. Vibe ठीक नहीं है, vibe अच्छी है, तो vibe क्या है? Vibrations, energy है ना?
Right.
So when that means somebody can sense something, then a person walks in and you're all lit up. The room goes very nice.
Yes.
And another person walks in and the room goes gloomy. So कहीं ना कहीं से कुछ energy आ रही है, and then your own energy also, you know, goes here and there. So that means we are energy beings also. So अगर आपकी physical body healthy नहीं है, वो इसलिए नहीं है क्योंकि उसमें कोई problem है. Understand the creator created all of us with the same kind of matter, with the same kind of bodies, which is functioning very efficiently. What it creates an unhealthy environment is the energy and the emotion that we are feeding our bodies with. So अगर disease है तो उसको decipher करेंगे तो dis-ease. The body is always at ease. But we create a discomfort to our body through our emotions, which we are unable to process it, which we are not able to recognize where are they coming from. और फिर एक source मिल जाता है कि उसी पे dump कर देते हैं और वो हम ही हैं.
Yeah, true.
And that creates a lot of energy blockages in our own system. So we have many bodies, not only physical body. Physical body तो carrier है हमारा, वो हमें carry कर रहा है in this world. और उसी को हम सबसे ज्यादा abuse करते हैं, including starting from ourselves.
Right. So this is very helpful information and very intriguing that we are not only physical beings, but we are also energetic beings. We are also emotional beings. We are also conscious, subconscious and unconscious beings. And all of those layers need to be experienced and discovered. And that responsibility falls on ourselves.
Yes, absolutely. Nobody is going to do that work for you.
Right. So Navita, tell me, what motivates you in being a hypnotherapist? Because I know that you wear a lot of hats. You're a mom. You're also a homemaker. You're also a lawyer. You teach law to students. You also are a radio personality. You have your own radio show. So tell me, why have you decided to channelize your energy into this modality?
See, Sonia, there can be multiple answers to it, but what I strongly believe and feel, I would share that with you. Okay, we talk about everything from healing to understanding self on a very superficial level. है ना? हम सब बात करते हैं, और especially us being जो intellectual world में भी बहुत काम करते हैं, है ना? We have this tendency to intellectualize things. So I have seen in my environment that people do understand that this is required. अपने पे काम करना बहुत जरूरी है, but nobody is ready to take that step forward. One, because there are not enough spaces where they can actually go and discover themselves. तो वो बड़ा मुश्किल है. It's a very lonely journey. Understand this.
Yeah.
One, it is not easy. As you said, it is a job of a courageous. Yes, I would say that, because हम अपने आप को ही नहीं self love दे पाते.
Yes.
है ना? तो सारी चीजें वहीं से स्टार्ट होती हैं. How many of us actually stand in front of the mirror and can look into our own eyes and speak to ourselves without any filters? No.
Yeah.
Right. So somewhere I was caught up between कि I have to do it. I started taking therapies long time. I think more than 15 years back I started taking therapies, and I saw how it really works. And I was always intrigued to know more that how the consciousness is working, how the mind is working, and what is the collaboration between the body and mind. So in my journey of taking those therapies, it came to a point where it came in my space that take this up, and I took this challenge to learn and apply this with foremost aim, I would say, or with the selfish motive of applying it for my kids, to start working with my kids, because I believe that we all are unhealed people. We all carry baggages from the past, and that past doesn't have to be past life. You know, that's entirely a different concept. It exists. But your past is also, if I am 40, the 40 years into this life is my past.
Yeah.
So I am also carrying the baggage, emotional baggage from my childhood. We all carry wounds like mother wounds and father wounds. Nobody talks about it because it's not in their awareness कि ये होते हैं. We have all of us are blessed with best of parents in whatever capacity or incapacity they are. But they have also not been handed over any handbook to parent us well, right? So वहां से भी emotional baggages हैं, और वही हम transform करते हैं अपनी adult life में. Not only to our kids, I would say, but in our workplaces also, in people we interact every day. So आपका अपना behavior जो reflect करता है, वो आपके wounds ही reflect करता है, वो आपके traumas reflect कर रहा है, वो आपके past experience reflect कर रहा है, आपके reactions reflect करते हैं वो सारी चीजें. So I was intrigued कि how this can be, because there's see, by the end of the day, it is very suffocating to live in the same kind of negative spiral.
Yes, it is.
It doesn't add up anything.
It gets worse, actually.
It gets worse. And when it comes in your awareness, then it becomes worse.
Yes.
So you really want to get rid of it. So the journey started that I have to do the self-work.
Right.
But then it came into my space. And I think now, since I'm practicing it, I have always encountered the mentors, the spiritual friends, therapists also, who've always empowered that this is an ongoing work. So, and we have to open spaces for others.
Yes.
I was aware, or I kind of, was in that quest. I found the way out, but there are many others who are waiting for somebody to come and at least open up that space for conversation. So that was my motive. And then another thing that really touched me while I was learning the modalities were the kind of traumas we carry from our childhood. So I have seen people during those sessions, during those demo sessions, how the inner child is completely hijacked by the traumas of the adults, the traumas of the parents, traumas of anybody who was responsible to give them love, care, be there unconditionally. But that never happened. And see the kind of individuals they have become, vulnerable ones, and the kind of challenges they are facing. So that really, really was very moving and shaking for me. And I think I took up that challenge of at least opening up the spaces for conversations, one. And if work can be done, yes, of course. If somebody can be benefited, if lives can become better, stronger, healed, very nice.
You're so right, Navita, because, I feel like children do not have any cognitive experience or world knowledge. The only thing they have is their own emotional world. So everything that happens to you when you're a child, your only go-to is, the only thing you can rely on is an emotional atmosphere that you have created, and that your parents and your early caregivers and the general environment of yours has created. And you are, as a child, always living in an emotional reaction. And that creates this narrative of constant internalizing, which we are doing.
Absolutely.
And it's it's unfortunately so sad that there are so many unhealed people in the world. All of us are so unhealed,
All
you
of
know.
us.
Because so once you know that I have a deep interest in psychology, so
Yeah.
I began to write these courses on these small bite-sized courses because I'm a writer as well. And one of the most popular courses that I wrote was on reparenting yourself.
Yes, it's such a powerful concept, Sonia.
Yes, and I feel like so many people read it, and so many people reached out to me from all over.
Yeah.
As I'm sure your, clients also are constantly, in touch with you and constantly sort of thanking you because this is really deep work. But when people reached out to me, and every time somebody reaches out to me thanking me, I just feel like, man, people are really suffering.
Yes.
And these things are so
Yeah,
needed.
they're needed and they're real. ये भी बहुत concept है सोनिया, and ये I would say it is unfortunate that we don't see suffering as real. We feel कि ये mind में है, ये ऐसे ही है, ऐसे
अपने
नहीं
thoughts
है.
change कर लो,
हाँ,
ऐसा मत सोचो, don't think like that.
It goes much more deeper than just a thought. And you can't just change a thought.
Yes,
it's a
you
thought.
Yeah.
You're not creating, it's coming in the environment. If it is coming, anything which is coming in your environment, you need to deal with it. You
Yes.
can't just brush it. You keep brushing it, and one time it becomes a tumor or a cancer. अब फिर हम कहते हैं कि ये हमारे कहाँ से आ गया?
Yes.
हमारे तो पूरे पुश्तों में कहीं नहीं था. It started with you. Of course, there are other genetics which plays, but you're aggravating all those things which are already there in the genes.
Yeah.
So at least wherever we can work, वो awareness आएगी तो हम काम करेंगे ना. पहले तो acknowledgement ही नहीं है. Lot of people have a lot of resistance towards acknowledging that they have issues.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
So sacred spaces, or my motivation is to create that sacred space for individuals. And if we can create it right from the beginning when the relationship is happening, when two people are coming together and forming a family, two people coming together, committing to each other in a relationship, that be any relationship. So you will be amazed that this is the generation which is not aware. They want to be healed. Even before getting into marriage, commitment, they want a healed partner. That is why they're taking their time to get married. Parents before having kids want to know that what best we can do. We don't want to dump our baggage on our kids. They are taking counseling, they are getting healed so that they can receive a soul that they can, really nourish. Of course, they'll have their own set of challenges. It's not that everything is healed overnight.
And all the time.
All
Healing
the time.
is a long journey.
It's a very long journey. Believe you me, nobody is healed completely, because अगर वो सब होंगे तो हम सब छोड़ जाएंगे और हम सब मोक्षा में होंगे. So it's not that easy. Possible, not easy. Yeah. So last we were at you want
healed.
To heal yourself
healing.
so that you can, whatever soul comes to you, you can nourish them in a way. Of course, they'll also have their challenges because life is all about evolution. So we evolve, we keep evolving even at the soul level. That is why we are having so many of experiences. And this is a time where we are seeing that spaces are opening up. It's not that they are not. And thanks to the social media, which works both ways, create and burst myths at the same time about healing and spirituality and therapies. But at least people are opening up, they are talking, they are willing to at least go introspect. When you and me are also talking, even if one person listening to our conversation will sit back and, start introspecting कि ये हाँ मेरे साथ भी ऐसा कुछ है, मैं भी इतना ही lost हूँ और मुझे भी कुछ I have to make sense of these things. So I think work well done.
Yeah, absolutely. I feel like even in relationships, as you said, or with people, or even at workplace, with our friends, with our families, with our children and our parents, the aim is not to completely be a healed person and be a ball of energy and attain moksha. That is, of course, that is the larger and deeper aim, but at least it's not like something that we can achieve very quickly. And of course, we have limited resources, time and energy to dedicate to that as well. It's something that goes in parallel, but I feel like why these modalities are so important and why the work you do is so important is because at least people should should be just aware of it.
Yeah.
If we are just aware of how we are reacting, how we are behaving, why we have these patterns, why we are attracting certain patterns again and again, I think just being in awareness of it will eventually lead us to go into our own subconsciousness.
Absolutely.
With or without the help of somebody who's a modality practitioner, someone like you who can handhold and witness them in their journey, right?
So this is very important to understand, Sonia, that healing is not a healer's job.
Right.
Healing is your own job. Yeah, it is your own responsibility. Healing doesn't happen because of somebody else.
Yeah.
You call them healers, you call them a therapist, you call them a spiritual friend, you call them masters also. All of us can just hold space for other person where the healing will happen on its own. So whether it's any kind of physical healing or it's emotional healing, the body and the consciousness are so intelligent that the healing can take place. Only you need to create a space, and you need somebody who can,
Just
hold
witness.
hands, being a witness. Yes.
Yeah.
So sometimes the session starts only, and sometimes client think के आ रहे हैं hypnotherapy के लिए और वो chair पे जाना बहुत important है. But sometimes I just want to hold space where they can just openly talk about what they feel, how they feel. Because unless you feel what you feel, the chair is also not going to work for you.
Sure.
Right? So there is no quick fix solution, and healing does not happen with somebody else being this therapist or that healer or kitna bada wo hai. No. How open you are, how much do you have faith in your own self and in the process of healing, one. Second, how much are you, opening up to your own self? Because as you said, it's a very courageous work. It is. Because आपको ऐसे चीजें आती है ना, oh my God, this was me.
Yeah.
Oh my God, this was me. So you have to actually go and probably parent yourself, heal yourself, tell yourself, see, वो एक गलत perception बनाई थी, अब उसको ठीक करते हैं.
Yeah.
So you have to be very compassionate in that process for your own self. So a healer, a therapist, or anybody who has doing any modalities, कोई भी modality कर रहे हो वो, is only going to hold that space for you, which is again sacred space.
Yes.
And I think healers know this. That is why a good healer, a good therapist is the one who always imparts self-help tool to the clients or to the person who's seeking healing, because it's an ongoing process. Every time I cannot go back to my therapist. Every time I cannot go and seek a healer. वो तो फिर वो healing shopping हो गई है ना आजकल वो जो, it doesn't happen like this. You have to be ready, prepared to take some work on your own. Most of it on your own, let's say like that.
Yeah.
So
I think there are many interpretations of this as well, because a lot of times I have noticed, and I used to do that as well. It's only very recently that I have, especially like after all these conversations with you and with other like-minded people, I have come to understand that there is no need to actually harden and steel yourself and behave like a warrior at all times. Life is not a war.
No.
Yes, there is suffering. Yes, there are very bitter experiences and there are a lot of traumas that we have seen. But ultimately, healing is going to be a soft a soft and a moist process.
Healing itself is a feminine energy.
Yes.
So, and it is not, I'm not talking about genders here, right? So it's a very soft energy. It's a very empowering energy. Healing itself is very empowering, right? And it opens up many layers which you have actually consciously shut on. कुछ तो हमारे baggages ने shut की हुई हैं. कुछ हम consciously उस पे ताला, उस baggage पे भी एक बड़ा ताला लगा देते हैं. अब कैसे बाहर आओगे?
Yeah, but I think that is a very popular way of dealing with things, that I have so much to do with. I'm just going to put this away. ऐसे मत सोचो यार, and just never talk about it again. People are so good at brushing things aside, but they never really go completely out of your memory. Like human memory is not designed for you to completely forget. If that were natural, that would just happen, right? So that's not happening.
So rather than pushing ourselves to forget, and also another concept of forgiveness, pushing yourself to forget this, forgive other, forget this, forgive other. This doesn't happen automatically.
Right.
There's a lot of work. It comes with a lot of consciousness. और consciousness को हमने जो trap किया हुआ है या overshadow कर लेती है subconscious mind.
Right.
So there has to be a correlation between the conscious and the subconscious. तभी काम हो सकता.
And
ऐसे नहीं है कि
probably
एक ही
what
type
I'm
का।
gauging is like maybe more of a balanced approach.
yes,
Like
absolutely.
be a warrior when you need to be,
Oh,
but
yes.
also don't be blind to
Yeah.
things that need to be looked at. So probably like sacred space is then a space where you come and sit and you, with fear or without fear, sort of look at
Yeah.
everything that may bring you disease, discomfort, and really rattle you, and then see it with a soft and moist heart,
Yes.
and live with it, deal with it,
Yeah.
and probably let it go when
Yeah.
you can.
When you are in that space to let it go, it will happen. It will happen very naturally. You will not be fearful of doing that, because letting go also is a very it's a fear-based concept again. People feel very fearful of letting
Yes.
go of things. उनको लगता है जब ये let go कर दिया तो रह क्या गया?
Right.
Pain भी तो आपका badge बन जाता है ना?
Yeah.
People say wear your scars like a badge. There is no need.
Yeah. Tell me, Navita, who should come for hypnotherapy?
I think everybody needs to know themselves better. And there is no one healed person कि मुझे नहीं healing चाहिए.
Sure.
And इसमें मुझे लगता है the one who are most resistant to the idea of self help, most resistant to the idea of कि ये कैसे काम करेगा, ये कैसे हो सकता है,
Yeah.
ऐसे तो नहीं मतलब
The naysayers.
the ifs and buts are very high with the people are the first ones who need to really explore themselves in this idea of healing
The
or
ones who
therapy.
trash therapy are the ones who needed the most.
They need. So there is a book na, the road less traveled.
Yes.
It's all about that कि if you're not open to the therapy जो psychologist के पास भी जाते हैं, so they have a way of navigating out of therapy for themselves क्योंकि they're not ready.
Yes.
So they are the ones who need therapy more because for basic understanding. Because again, if you are resistant that this does not work on me, that means you are holding a lot of resistance against yourself. Understand this?
Sure.
Because there is always a better version of me. From here also there is a better version of me.
I think people mistake this concept of better version. When people say better version, they think अगर मैं ज़्यादा efficient हो जाऊँगी, अगर मैं ज़्यादा बहुत बड़ी warrior बन जाऊँगी, अगर मैं हर चीज़ को forget करके, forgive करके move on कर जाऊँगी, I'm just gonna do it like this, I'm gonna make more money, be more successful, have more badges of achievement. Then that is the best version of me. That is a better version of me, right? But perhaps what I'm learning today from our conversation is that the better version of me is somebody who's very much in acceptance of everything that also brings me disease, discomfort, and unhappiness, to probably realize that the bad parts are as important as good parts, and they are just separate. There is nothing, there is no qualitative adjective that we should give.
Absolutely.
Right?
So this brings to a very important point in our learning of different modalities, that we say keep the darkness alive in you. So I don't have to be afraid of the darkness within me, na? That darkness is important क्योंकि अगर मैं सब light रही तो वो light हो जाएगी ना, the entire light, then I'll be gone to another world, to another realm. तो बाकी सब फिर रह जाएगा यहाँ.
बिल्कुल.
So keep a little darkness because you have a lot of work to do here, and step by step it happens. It just does not happen overnight.
Absolutely.
Healing is a journey. Enjoy it. Again, in the philosophy of Buddhism, they say, beautiful quote is, enjoy what is there to enjoy and suffer what is there to suffer.
Absolutely.
So the acceptance of enjoying what is good and suffer and learn from there and transform it into enjoyment.
Yes, absolutely. I think the resistance to suffering is I know it's a very popular book, but Mark Manson's book, I am not going to name the title, and in that he says, and it's such a good quotable quote actually, it's one of those cliches that is actually true. The desire to have a good experience is actually a bad experience, and the acceptance of a bad experience is actually a good experience. So it's only in our anticipation that we are sort of dreading things, and we think that it's going to be so bad, it's going to be so bad, and when we are inside it, it is bad, but it is also livable.
हाँ, जब acceptance आ जाती है तो लगता है कि ये इतना बड़ा bad है नहीं जितना बनाया हुआ था.
हाँ, और जो भी है बस है.
हाँ, you have to go through it. It makes it easier.
Yes. So my last question to you is, tell me, is there something that still surprises you or amuses you or perhaps moves you when you work with people's subconscious?
See, everybody comes with a different story and a different layer. Though on the face of it, all humans go through the similar kind of sufferings, you know. हमारे पास problems कितनी हैं? 3 ही तरीके की problems हैं. या health issues हैं, या relationship issues हैं, या money issues हैं. और 4th तरीके की प्रॉब्लम ह्यूमन लाइफ में एग्जिस्ट नहीं करती है. वो आप उसको कैटेगराइज कर लो, वो इसी कैटेगरी में फिट होगी. बट व्हाट अमेजेस मी इज द काइंड ऑफ एक्सपीरियंसेस पीपल आर कैरिंग, द काइंड ऑफ फियर्स दे आर कैरिंग. So after doing so many therapies on myself itself, you know, taking so many sessions, तो अब मुझे लगता है कि अच्छा मैं ये, because I also, it's a ongoing process, so I still go for my, whenever I need, I go for my sessions.
Sure.
I have my mentors who take the sessions. तो मुझे लगता है कि अच्छा आप समझ आ गया, अच्छा ये मुझे प्रॉब्लम आ रही है, शायद ये दिखेगा या ये स्टोरी होगी. बट नो, what your mind cannot comprehend, there the subconscious opens it for you. So every session amazes me, and that's the beauty of it, because every time somebody's healing is happening, inwardly my healing is also happening.
Wow.
So yeah, it's an amazing journey, whether it's on that couch or this side. I think yeah, that's what keeps me going, that we all carry our different stories, and the narrative completely changes once you are there in the subconscious field. वो कहीं और से कुछ और ही निकल रहा होता है. And that is what needs to be healed. So when I am taking a session, you know, cognitively सब बातचीत हो गई, and you know what work you have to start doing, but I always tell my client that okay, I do have a plan where how we are going to plan the session, but whatever needs to be healed is going to come out on its own.
Okay.
So there is no fixed plan for healing.
Right.
So whatever needs to be healed, addressed first, is going to pop up from the session itself, from the subconsciousness itself, and the therapist or a healer space is to hold that for you, and the healing happens.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, that is a beautiful answer. And actually that really encapsulates the human experience as well, that we feel like, so when I write a poem, I feel like even if I'm having a very bad day, just in a moment where I like, something will click in my mind and I'll open my diary and I'll just write a poem and I'm like, okay, this just completely changed.
Yes.
Like we never really know what the next moment brings.
Exactly.
So like that is the, I think, okay, let's just conclude our conversation for now till that. Thank you very much for watching. Thank you, Navita, for coming
Sonia.
here.
Thank you so much for holding this space for me, because it wouldn't have been possible.
I feel wonderful.
Yeah, and the intent with which we have been placed here, I think it's very divine. And one thing, I think in our future conversations, we're going to highlight that whatever somebody is doing in terms of healing, it is not possible to hold a space if it is not for the divine's presence. So this is very, very important. So I think we're going to carry forward from here that how the healing happens in the divine space. That is very important.
Okay, well, absolutely. Lots to think about and lots to ponder on for me. So until next time.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Thank you.